Why do I give you milk bones? You don't even chase the squirrels anymore. Hey, it's me, Ciscoe Morris, and here's what's coming up on Gardening with Ciscoe. Do you want to have blooms into fall? Get out your pruners. We'll show you how to keep those flowers coming. Landscape doesn't even begin to describe what Hendrikus Schraven did to this property in Berkeley. We'll show you a work of art that's measured in acres. If you like Thai food, don't miss this recipe. Lynne is turning a bountiful harvest into a green curry that beats anything you'd find in a restaurant. We're replacing some poor performers with my plant picks, and I'm going to show you my favorite works of garden art. All this is coming up right now on Gardening with Ciscoe. Hi, I'm Ciscoe Morris.
And I'm Meeghan Black. Welcome to Gardening with Ciscoe. So here's what happened today. Ciscoe calls and says, don't feel like doing the show. I'm not leaving my house. We said, fine, we'll bring the show to you. We're hanging out in my buddy's yard, and it is a jungle, man.
Oh, it's a jungle. I'll tell you. I collect plants like crazy.
Right.
That's not the only thing I collect. Wait, do you see my new art? You're not going to believe it.
A little gallery walk through Ciscoe's garden. But before we do that, it is time to get to work. There is one thing you say folks need to, as soon as we're done with the show, go outside and do immediately.
Deadhead. It's not just for Jerry Garcia. It'll keep those flowers coming.
So we're trying to make our summer flowers last a little bit longer, or at least give us another blast. Is this electric blue, this penstemon?
No, this is Catherine de la Mer,
Oh, it's
but they
beautiful.
look almost identical.
Right, this gorgeous color. And look at all these dead guys. So let me tell you, let me guess, we're going to cut them all the way to the ground.
No, Meeghan.
No? It's the only one we don't do.
No, because if we do that, then it'll take forever to come back, because you know what? See, like these branches right there? These are ready to flower if we get these off.
Oh.
But if we wait too long...
Too much energy is going to this guy?
This guy's going to go, hey, I raised a family. I've gone to seed. Why should I bother? On this one, Meeghan, we better cut farther. There's seeds there.
Those
so way down there.
Way down here?
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
So basically, I'm deadheading.
Yep.
That's what I'm doing here.
Yeah, and we might as well enjoy the ones we've still got.
Sure.
Because that won't matter.
Do we need to do a little fertilizer on this guy?
Yeah, I think it's a darn good idea, Meeghan. Let's give it a shot, because...
Kind of mix them in there?
Yeah, because our goal is to get these new flowers as quick as we can, because if we wait too long and a freeze comes or something, we may never get these flowers. And hummingbirds like these flowers quite a bit, so it's kind of nice for keeping late hummingbirds here.
So I think we got them all.
Yeah.
Is that it then?
Well, almost.
What?
Have you ever noticed, Meeghan, sometimes evergreen penstemons die, and there's a way to make sure that it doesn't die, and even if it doesn't, you'll get a free plant.
Okay.
So what we got to do, we'll use that little shovel there, and the trowel.
Oh, you're going to layer him.
Yeah, so I'll start cutting off all the leaves and everything right here.
Interesting, and so it'll root there.
So, yeah, now all that can go underground.
Like how deep? Is that
a little deeper, maybe.
Okay.
Just... There we go. Yeah, and cover that up. Now, that's the tricky part.
Get back in there, you little bugger.
Well, I got a trick for that too, Meeghan.
And so you just put a rock on top. And so here he's coming out right here.
This will root.
You will get another plant.
By spring, you'll have a new plant. And if this dies, the layerings always survive. I don't know why.
But they do. You can do those with rhodies. You can do those with azaleas, right? Some of those other plants, hydrangeas.
Yeah.
How fun.
Forsythia. I don't know why anybody'd want
to do it, but you could. Hey, so get out there, do a little late summer rehab, and we're going to keep this garden looking good well into fall.
Yeah, this will be blooming like crazy in 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks.
So I took your deadheading advice to heart, but I took it a step further and improved upon it. You see, this is what you call pre-deadheading. You get the flowers at their peak in somebody else's yard, you clip them. Can I borrow a vase now?
You scared a living tweedle out of me whenever you grab the Falcos over here.
Holy cow. This little guy?
Ooh, that was a really rare Thalictrum meadow rue. Oh la la!
It's a nice filler.
Oh, boy. Well, I'll tell you what, it really does keep the flowers coming, and it's really great, you know. But hey, do you want to see my new art?
I do.
All right, come on.
Okay.
Welcome back to Gardening with Ciscoe from my house and garden. Oh, la la, I like doing the show here.
No traffic, huh?
No traffic at all. Meeghan,
Yes?
let me show you one of my great new pieces of artwork. Monsieur Grenilla.
I love frogs.
That means Mr. Frog in French.
He's cute.
But you can call him Louis.
Oh, hi, Louie.
Isn't he a cutie? The only
is.
problem is he hops around. He's flattened a few of my best plants.
I'm sure he has. Well, our next story is a landscape that is truly a piece of artwork. Now, Hendrikus Schraven has spent over a year trying to transform this steep gully in Berkeley, California, and wait till you see it. It is a masterpiece. A year ago, we visited Hendrikus Schraven as he was busy transforming a Berkeley, California landscape with big rocks, bigger cranes, and sheer force of will.
It's only rock and roll, but I like it. Working in Berkeley on a small street with a 175-foot crane is not exactly what everybody likes. So I had people signing petitions to get me out of the neighborhood. But you know, hey, you know, you can't make an omelet without breaking the egg. Back that semi up and unload that one big rock.
Today, the Berkeley project is done. All that chaos and noise is now a sanctuary. One of Hendrikus's favorite features is what he calls a power spot.
You can find these power spots, identify them, and then use them to sit on, meditate on, or bring energy back into the garden and from the garden back to the power spot. So that's what a power spot is. And then we let stairways up to that particular area and pathways away from it.
Another favorite, the pool. It looks like a mountain stream.
Oh, that's more like it.
If mountain streams featured Balinese sculptures.
So as you're swimming to the pool, you're swimming right by it. With that, we drill small holes in the rocks that you can barely see, and we have fiber optic lighting that actually highlight those little areas.
Hand-cut granite slabs have become stairways. A carved log provides another set of stairs. And the wisteria-draped bridge gracefully links the landscape together. The serenity is a sharp contrast to the months of dust, noise, and industry that went into creating this place.
There's nothing as hard as making it look easy.
Some of the artwork is natural. Canvas fencing and flagstone paving was designed to reflect the shadows of the plants. But there's plenty of man-made art as well.
And I love statues. I don't care what religion they're from, but you know, you come around the corner and there's something else happening.
Hendrikus says the goal was to fill this place with discoveries.
Because of all the levels, around every corner is a secret. And it brings the child out in you, yeah? So it's like if you're a child, you always want to know what's around the next corner.
Even though the construction chaos has ended, the transformation here will continue because that's the way Hendrikus designed this work of art.
That's what this is. It's living art. It's one of a kind, you know? You won't find that painting anywhere else. It's its own painting.
Welcome back to Gardening with Ciscoe from Ciscoe's Garden. He's showing off some of his artwork. I happen to like this guy.
Oh.
I think he's hilarious.
That guy's named Dave after my brother who made that.
But what the heck?
Is this the coolest
that?
thing you ever saw? Doesn't it look like it came right out of King Tut's tomb?
What did Mary say is what I want to know.
She said, why'd you buy that? It was done by Carol Rose Dean. I think that is so cool. It's a total original. Nobody else has one like it. And you can rub its nose for luck.
Ooh.
But don't let those teeth get you. Oops. Oh, la, la. Hey, speaking of works of art,
Yes.
you rascal. I made a work of art with the
Yes.
help of Lynne, of course. We took all these different kind of peppers and made a green curry like nothing you've ever seen. Get out the fire extinguisher. Look at all these peppers. These babies look hot. I don't know. Oh,
you know what we're going to do today, Ciscoe? We're going to make some Thai green curry. So we're going to start with some finely chopped lemongrass. And then this a little lime leaf there.
Lime leaf?
Yeah. It's from the kaffir lime plant. Fresh ginger.
Ginger.
Yes.
Oh, boy. So you're putting, these are kind of like, these are sort of hard, but they'll break right up.
What I did was I cut them across the grain, so they're actually quite tender.
Oh.
So they'll puree really nicely.
I learned something
You
again.
hang out
How
with me,
about
baby. Yeah. Okay, we'll go ahead and put our chili blend in there. So I've got some pasillas, some jalapenos, some serranos, and some Anaheims.
Oh.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah,
Okay,
that is fun.
Little pinch of salt in there.
Okay, the whole shebang.
Yes, go for it.
Okay,
I
here
measured
we
it
go.
for you.
Well, thank you.
I take good care of you. And then some fresh cilantro.
Oh, I love cilantro. Here we go.
Okay,
All
and
right.
so we will just throw the lid on this baby and grind that up. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. Can you see that?
Oh, and I can
can
smell
you smell it?
too.
Isn't it fabulous?
Wow, yeah. So, Lynn, before we go on, what's that scary brown stuff right there? Oh, la, la.
It's as simple as anchovy paste.
Oh, that's anchovy paste?
Yeah.
Oh.
So you could use a shrimp paste, but anchovy paste is really readily available, and it just gives a little bit of what we call umami, which is kind of a savory flavor to the curry paste.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's put some umami in there.
You just drop the shrimp in there.
Alrighty.
And I'll stir them around.
Okay.
And then I'll take those onions while you're at it.
Onions coming up.
Beautiful. And the red peppers.
Okay.
So here's sort of the principle of this, Ciscoe. You'll notice that when we built that curry, all of those ingredients were raw. So I'm going to put just a little bit more oil in the center here, that nice hot pan. And then what I like to do is we're going to, do maybe about a 1/4 cup of our curry because we're not really sure exactly how hot it's going to turn out to be. But so what I do then is I take the rest of this, put it in another saute pan in some oil, and cook it up. So it's cooked, so I put it on the table, and people can help themselves.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah. Okay, so now, Ciscoe, that we've got all those wonderful flavors put together, why don't you give me those green beans there?
You want the whole?
Yes.
All right.
So I have to point out, this time of year, the chilies are local, the green beans are local, Rent stew, and the fresh basil we're going to add. So this is like peak of the season, all the great stuff.
Oh,
so get on in here.
What a summer treat.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll just get those coated in the green curry, and then we'll add our coconut milk.
Oh,
you want to save the really tender herbs for the very last.
Yep.
And in fact, you've got some little seeds here, cumin and coriander. Go ahead and give those to me too.
Okay.
Just scatter them over the top.
All right.
Beautiful.
Oh, that's going to be good in there. Oh,
those
man.
guys are going to toast up a little bit and start to pop a little bit. And look at all those colors. Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And you can see we're starting to get a little bit of caramelization around the edges of the pan. That's what we're looking for.
Oh, yeah.
Now we're going to add our coconut milk. The thing to keep in mind, go ahead and just pour all that in there, is once you add the coconut milk, you don't want to boil it anymore because the coconut milk will break.
Oh, okay.
So we're just going to bring it back to a gentle heat. That looks so good.
Oh, that does look good.
Yeah. And then we're going to scatter in some basil leaves, and you can just put the whole leaves in there.
Oh, all right.
When they're nice and tender, like this time of year, they just wilt in, and you just get a nice little bite of basil. Isn't that gorgeous?
Don't they smell wonderful?
Yeah. So go ahead and just scatter all those in.
Oh, boy. Oh, basil is so good.
Give me about half of that cilantro.
All right.
Just nice, big, broad leaves. We can just toss those in there. I'm going to turn this up. Oh, I do have it up just a bit.
Yeah.
We're going to do a squeeze of fresh lime. Okay. And a little bit of fish sauce, because right now we don't have very much salt in there, which is the little bit of salt we put in the curry. So the fish sauce is going to, here we go with the umami again.
Oh, umami.
And
I like
also,
umami.
It adds another little dash, another little level of salt in there. So it's kind of a nice little final seasoning. And that is it. We're just going to just wilt those beautiful greens in there. And then we've got some steamed jasmine rice. And what do you think, shall we? Okay.
Oh, mommy. It's got umami power. Oh, my goodness sakes. And it's not too hot.
Yeah.
But, is it flavorful.
Good. I'm glad you like it.
Hey, I'm for umami all the way.
There you go.
Oh. Welcome back to Gardening with Ciscoe from my place where I'm showing off all the new things in my garden.
There's not a bare spot in the ground. You got so dang many plants and roses. I love this one.
That's Westerland rose, one of the finest and most fragrant climbing roses there's ever been, you know.
You are the only person I know who looks forward to your plants dying, because then you can replace it with 1 or 2 or 3.
There's no limit to great plant picks you can put in the garden, and I do my best to support the nursery industry.
Ciscoe says he doesn't like these plants, and guess what? He's given me the tool to dig them out. But what I'm more interested than in digging these out, which of course I will end up doing, is what you have to replace them.
Oh, do I have the cool plants?
Talk about them and I'll dig.
All right, hey, now this is, believe it or not, the centerpiece, Meeghan. So this,
really?
Yeah, this is Elymis or Elymis Magellanica.
Easy for you to say.
And this is such a beautiful bluegrass. You
Wow,
wouldn't
that is
believe it.
amazing.
It's a deciduous one. It'll die back in the winter, but it comes back. And
Fringe flower.
Yeah, fringe flower, laurel petalum. This is sizzling pink. It stays red. Hey, Meeghan, you're doing good.
I'm working hard.
This is golden nugget barberry. Stays low.
Ooh.
Stays golden. Indestructible
And
plant.
little prickers, I'm sure.
Yeah, prickers. They come with the prickers. And then I love the living tweedle out of this, Meeghan. So this, believe it or not, is a black-eyed Susan.
I would have thought it was a coneflower, except it's not a coney one.
It's called cherry brandy.
Oh, it's beautiful.
They usually only last about 2 years, but they go to seed. Holy
nope,
cats.
I got it.
Whoa!
Jiminy Christmas.
Holy man.
So you also want that hosta, because he looks, you know what, that's too close to too many plants. I'm making you do that one, buddy.
Actually, I'm grateful for that, Meeghan. There's a lot of stuff that's kind of in a tough area here. And since this hosta just isn't living up to my expectations, I'm not going to worry about crunching the heck out of the roots of this guy.
Okay, you do that. I'll get you. Oh, look at nice roots.
Woo,
they're red roots.
Look at how red those are.
That's cool.
I never knew that.
I never knew that either.
Wow, and these do have beautiful flowers that hummingbirds love in the middle of winter, Meeghan. Oh, there we go, Meeghan.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah. All right. We got some fruit in there already.
I'm thinking the Rudbeckia is probably going to go next.
Yeah, that'll look neat, kind of peeking up over some of this stuff. Yeah, perfectamento. All right. Okay, Meeghan, the barberry's next.
Okay.
All right.
Let's get him. Oh, beautiful roots.
Woo, yeah.
He doesn't even.
Man, that's nice.
He doesn't. He just needs to be careful. Oh, that's kind of low.
Ooh, that's going to look nice in front of that cherry brandy.
Look at that. And then our grass is going to go like right in here.
Yep.
How beautiful.
And won't that be as spectacular? And we'll still have that nice grassy look, which we need here.
Right. The only thing I'm wondering about is that fringe flower is going to get about that big.
Yeah, that could be true.
So, you know what? We will revisit that someday, because I'm looking at this. That stays compact. That looks beautiful, and that is going to get huge.
That could be the honker that ate Chicago.
But you know, it's all trial and error, isn't it?
Right. No, that's going to look great for a while.
Little pruning in your future. So there was one more thing you said you wanted to show me.
Meeghan, wait till you see this. It's the coolest thing in the garden. Little Koshimo right over there.
I love him.
It's a little sumo wrestler. And
there's nothing little about him.
Oh, man, I'll tell you what. He weighs 200 pounds, made by Don Searle, a great sculptor. And it chases all the raccoons out of the garden.
Oh, that's kind of cool. I like him.
Yeah.
He's adorable. Well, thank you so much for watching, everybody. If there's anything you want to know about what you saw on the show today, head up to our website, king5.com. Click on Gardening with Ciscoe.
Yeah, bye, everybody. Now get out there and get yourself some cool garden art. It keeps the raccoons out, and it's so much fun.
Bye, everyone.
See you, everybody.